Okay, last section today is going to be K7, graphing solutions to one-step inequalities. So everything that applied from K6 is going to be here, except we're going to take it one step further and we're going to graph on the number line. So this is Z is greater than 6 minus 2. Well, this isn't really a one-step equation. We just have to simplify the right-hand side. 6 minus 2 is going to give us a 4. So that's going to be the boundary, and that's where we're going to start. We're going to end up with Z is greater than 4. Now, since it's not equal to, we would click it again because we don't actually want 4 as a value. Since Z is greater than 4, and that inequality is actually pointing in this direction, we're going to want to graph all the way out or anything greater than 4, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. Okay, now, n minus 7 is greater than or equal to 2. Well, we would have to undo this or add 7 to both sides, and that's going to give us n is greater than or equal to 9. N is greater than or equal to 9. So we'd go to 9, and since it's equal to, we want to include that point, and greater than, again, would be in this direction. Okay, W divided by 2 is less than 4. We would undo this with multiplication, but we're multiplying by a positive 2, so the inequality is not going to flip. So this will end up being W is less than 8. W is less than 8, so I'd start at my boundary. It is not an equal to. I'll click it again to keep it open, and the inequality is pointing to the left, so W is less than 8, and we would want to graph everything to the left of 8. Okay, m plus 5 is greater than or equal to 7. We would subtract 5 from both sides, giving us m is greater than or equal to 2. So 2 is going to be the boundary. We'll note that point. Since it's equal to, we'll want to shade it in. Okay, now m is greater than or equal to 2. We need to everything that is greater than that, so everything to the right. Okay, this is a division, but not on either side. So this is G is less than or equal to 8 divided by 4, which is going to be 2. So G is less than or equal to 2. We'll locate 2 as the boundary. We actually want to include the point since it's equal to. We want everything less than, so we'll tap the arrow on the left. Okay, W is less than or equal to 10 minus 7. 10 minus 7 is going to be 3. So W is less than or equal to 3. 3 is my boundary. Okay, I'll hit that. We want to keep that shaded because we want 3 because it's equal to, and everything less than 3, which will be to the left. All right, T plus 9 is greater than or equal to 10. Minus 9 from both sides will give me T is greater than or equal to 1. 1 is my boundary. I want it shaded because it's equal to, and greater than means to the right. Okay, and it's pointed in the direction I need to shade. Okay, here's a wrinkle here. Now, what I would actually do is I would add J to this side because I always want my variable on the left. If the variable's on the left, the inequality faces in the direction you need to shade. And if I bring it onto the left, J is going to be positive. So add J to both sides, subtract 12, which will give me J is greater than 3. J is greater than 3. It is not equal to, so I'll click it again to unshade it, and greater than will be in this direction. K over 4 is less than or equal to negative 1. Okay, we would undo this with multiplication, and that's going to give me K is greater than or equal to negative 4. Now, I multiplied both sides by a positive 4. The inequality will not flip. Okay, so K is less than or equal to negative 4. Negative 4 is my boundary. I actually want to keep that point, and I want everything to the left. Okay, now here's going to be an interesting one. We would subtract 3 from both sides, and that gives me negative T is less than or equal to 2. Negative T is less than or equal to 2. I'm going to need to divide by negative 1, and when I do, this inequality is going to flip, and this is going to be, this positive 2 is going to become a negative 2. So negative 2 is going to be my boundary. I want to include that point. This was a less than, but when we divided it by a negative, it's going to flip and become greater. Okay, now over here, this is negative 20 divided by 5. Negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. Negative 4 is greater than r. Negative 4 is greater than r. I'm going to include that point because it's equal to, but if I write negative 4 is greater than r, that means r is less than negative 4. So the inequality is going to have to face in this direction. So again, negative 4 is greater than or equal to r. Take this step and write it in the other direction. R is therefore less than or equal to negative 4. And that's it.